there are a couple of good stories on some interesting stories here. But first one is I've become friends with benefits with my best friend. How do I move forward? Friendship with benefits. This is gonna be an interesting one. Let's read this one, guys. So I wanna start off by hold on. Okay, so I want to start by saying this is a very tricky situation I'm in, and there's also a lot of context and a backstory, so I'll try to best explain my situation. I, 18-year-old female, of course, have a really close friend who called John, 18 male. John and I met last year. We were both working on a production. I immediately thought he was attractive and typically my type, but this was a complicated situation at the time. And regardless, I had no intentions of making any sort of move on him. John was particularly quiet and seemingly nonchalant guy and didn't really attempt to make any friends throughout the process. However, we clicked really well and ended up becoming friends at the end of the production. He told me he'd be starting school in the coming semester and doing the same degree I was in, the same campus. I was pretty excited, even though he'd be a year below me. It'd be nice to have other familiar faces at school, as I only really had a few close friends there. Okay, this is a pretty long story, so let's get into it. At the time, John had a girlfriend. He'd been with for a while, but I generally didn't really know much about her, as he didn't talk about her much in early stage of the friendship, of course. Well, as John started school, we ended up becoming close friends, and he became someone I trust very much. I had many times checked with him about his I had many times checked with him about his girlfriend. Checked, I suppose, means chatted, something like that. And made sure that our friendship didn't make her uncomfortable in any ways, and he always reassured me that she was fine with it, of course. I would often say hi if he was on the phone with her. She seemed nice enough. Plus, she had access to his Instagram account, and now then would say hi from there, so nothing was ever off. Okay. About the month, by the way, I just want to tell you guys, like, first of all, you see how shady girls are? They will steal each other's boyfriends. And dudes too, to be honest. So it's like, don't think of girls that they are saint angels, okay? Just putting that out there. About a month ago, he and his girlfriend broke up, which was really a shock to me because he had never had anything negative to say about a relationship. Turns out it was actually very toxic, and they were both each other's first relationship, and were trying to hold on to that, and it had been almost 3 years, and they finally decided to break it off. He was very upset, and I tried my hardest to be there for him, as he didn't have many other close friends that I really trusted. Okay. So interesting. Yeah, again, dudes also wait for the right time until their relationship with the girl's relationship with her boyfriend breaks up, and then they make the move. But maybe we'll see how this story pans out. The weeks go by and everything seems getting better. Is seeming getting to get better for him, as I was happy to see him get back to his usual goofy self. Even though he was still healing, I was glad to see the progress. Well, about a week, he started making sexual jokes with me, which wasn't really alarming. He was generally very unserious person. To make a long story short, one thing led to another, and in the heat of the moment, I ended up giving him a handy. Honestly, it shocked both of us. I never really thought this would have actually happened between us, and neither did he. Of course, this always happens, and it's okay. Yeah, this happens, and it's absolutely fine. To bring us to last night, we were talking, and he opened up about how he still feels a little down. Sometimes he'd often talk about this one girl he liked. Thought it wasn't a very serious crush, as well as still feeling down about the breakup, understandably so, as they were together for a long time, as well as this newfound passion that we have for each other, and it was very confusing for him. That immediately made me feel guilty. I wouldn't feel guilty for this, to be honest. Okay, I knew he was going through it, but honestly, the moment I hadn't considered that it could be affecting his decisions, and he would come to regret it. Dudes don't really regret having sex. And if you think that she only gave him the handy that she mentioned, she didn't. She fucked him probably. But of course, I understand why she said she only gave him a handy. But don't be stupid, guys. Read through the lines. And it's okay, bro. Dudes honestly don't regret fucking a girl, right? Like even like that for one night, okay? I'm only now noticing that the whole thing was probably a bad decision and we should stop. Okay. I also assured him that once he was comfortable, we could forget about it and go back to being just friends, okay? He immediately shut me down and said at this point we couldn't be trusted in a room alone together, which I actually kind of agree with. Yeah, of course, bro. Come on, if the attraction is there, you can't just pretend to be friends. Regardless, I told him I felt as if I had been taking advantage of him while he was vulnerable. No, come on, this is only girls. Dudes don't feel that way. Come on, dude. Come on. Dudes don't feel like, oh, she used me, she took advantage of me while she manipulated me into sex. Bro, this shit doesn't happen, okay? Dudes don't feel bad about it. Never, bro, honestly. I'm gonna be like fully honest. Like, he probably enjoyed it, to be honest. Anyways, and that's the reason why he said why he immediately shut her down and said that at this point they couldn't be trusted in a room together, is because he wants to keep doing it. And while that wasn't my intention at all, I didn't want him to do anything to regret. The only reason I'd done it is because I trust him and I feel safe and comfortable around him. Of course, I can completely understand that. But I mean, I will say this once again, guys never really regret sex that much. He said that he didn't feel taken advantage of at all, exactly. And that he wanted to continue things, so also he trusted me a lot to reassuring me wouldn't regret. Guys, I already expected this. Like, I already knew this. I didn't even read this before. Like, I already knew what was coming. I'm honestly torn, because as much as it seems we're both on the same page, I'm afraid that he's not thinking straight, and I really don't want him to regret this, but at the same time, something has already changed between us, and it's bound to affect our friendship regardless of what's next. There's also the emotional factor, which I'm honestly not sure if I have romantic feeling for him yet. He's one of my best friends, and I do love him very much and would ride for him, but I don't know if I'm confusing the love or friendship with romantic love. Any advice on how to move forward would be greatly appreciated, and thank you to anyone who takes time to read this. Okay, so let's dissect the situation. Two friends. He had a girlfriend for 3 years, first girlfriend. He broke up with her, and he found this girl he like started liking his girlfriend, like female friend, and they probably fucked, or let's consider that she just gave him the handy. Why would he regret that? Come on. That's the first thing, okay? And as he mentioned, he doesn't regret that at all, and he said that he didn't feel taken advantage of at all, and he wanted to continue things. Exactly. The dude wants this. First of all, this is what I'm gonna mention. And second of all, maybe the dude actually likes her, you know? It's like, either he wants to stay friends with benefits or wants to get in a relationship. In my opinion, this girl didn't do anything wrong, and the dude didn't. Okay, the dude is an adult and has his own brain. Bro, come on. Like, it's not like this girl manipulated him. Come on, dude. Like, we get over breakups, and that's okay. You know? It's like, even after my breakup, like, a couple of months after that, or not, like, even more like a couple of weeks, like a month or two after that, I started sleeping with another girl. I was still hurting after that breakup because it was a year and a half for me. But I didn't feel like that girl taking advantage of me. That girl actually helped me get through the breakup better. I would say that neither of them should feel really like bad about this. And honestly, who says that they can't date now? Okay, I feel like this girl is just too clingy about the friendship, platonic friendship that they used to have. But she doesn't really understand that maybe he wants to be together, right? Maybe he wants something more. Like, and again, if she doesn't feel the same thing, hey, okay, whatever. But maybe let him know, you know? Maybe talk maybe I'd say she should talk to him about it, the whole thing, you know. If the gender roles were reversed, I'd understand it, but this confuses me. Yeah, me too, honestly, chat. I completely understand y'all. This confused me too a little bit, if I'm gonna be like fully honest. I just simply don't think that guys they get taken advantage of like that. Like, come on, dude. If you're an adult guy, fully grown man with a brain, like, I don't know, man. This whole situation seems weird. What do you guys think, chat? I'm curious.